All right, it's as usual a beautiful Monday morning, and then I have a beautiful guest in the house, and a handsome guy also. Yeah.
I like the way I'm seated right now. I'm beside a handsome guy.
What's doing you?
I'm very comfortable.
What's doing you?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Divine and Emmanuel in the house. Great to have you guys. Great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
You guys should relax.
They're so
You guys
calm.
are too
Come
uptight. You guys should relax.
We'll relax.
Just chill. Okay, the phone lines are open. You can call in on 08091222283, 00912222284, 0814 quadruple zeros 283, 0814 quadruple zeros 284. You can also tweet at us at R2_TV, Facebook R2TV, Instagram also R2TV. We're talking to Divine and Emmanuel. Both of you are label mates, right?
Yes.
Of Rocktown Records.
Yes, we
I
are.
think that Rocktown Records is like the maven of gospel. What's your take on that? What would you say about your labels? Your label?
Oh, well, I think we're not comparing ourselves to Maven. Yeah, we are on our own league, and
Okay.
Maven it's on its own league. So it's two different visions, two different
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I say the maven, I mean like the leading gospel record
Record
label,
label,
because you know, the acts under that label, you know, you guys tend to bring some things that are, well, I would say quality. I tend to, like I told you much earlier, I tend to always be a gospel artist. I always say they tend to bring up stuff substandard, and then they put in Jesus, then they think, okay, that's all cool.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? I mean, why quality control? Is it something
Definitely.
that gospel artists look at?
Definitely. I feel like there's a thing of their mindset. Like they just think that because it's God, because it's church, and you're not going to get criticized most of the time, once you throw in God in there, it's all right. But I think what we do differently in Rocktown is the fact that we tend to approach it first from a musical standpoint.
Okay.
There is God, yes, but your music has to have quality. And most of us are young there, we're young people there. We tend to understand the sound of our generation, and so, but we tend to obviously take the gospel side seriously. So we want to give you the songs you would not want to listen to only on a Sunday morning. Because people have moods, you know. So they start on a Sunday morning, this is the kind of song I want to listen to. We tend to bring the kind of gospel songs you want to listen to in the morning on your way to work. In the afternoon, you want to play that, and you wouldn't even know, like, And then you listen, sometimes you take back time to look at the lyrics, and you're like, this is actually serious, you know, even though the sound is like what I'll hear every day. So quality control is definitely something that I think has not been taken seriously for a long time, but we're taking it more seriously now.
I know this is none of my business, but I'm still going to pry anyway. The contract of the record label, how is it? Is it like the normal record label where you get to split it 50-50 when it comes to funds?
I can answer that because
Guys,
we're very open about that with our
I'm a
label.
Christian too.
Yeah.
We're very open with our label. Our label it works differently. Basically, it's a recording platform for you. We have like, in the industry, secular or gospel, we have some of the best recording equipment. It can be confirmed by sound engineers that have come to work with us.
Yeah.
We have some of the best equipment in Rocktown. So, but the thing is that your contract is not for profit. They're not trying to make money from you. Whatever profits you make go to you exclusively and your team and everything.
I want to
100%.
join.
100%.
100%.
Yes,
But
100%.
the platform is for recording.
Yes, the platform is for recording.
So who funds the recording, the studio sessions, the videos? Who does the sponsoring for that?
Well, basically,
church?
the artist you do that for yourself. That's why he said it's a recording, platform.
All right.
You do the videos and whatever, whatever you feel like you need to promote, and of course Frank is on there to guide you through and ensure that the music, especially, is quality.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let me take you on this. What makes a song gospel for you? Because now there's this song trending now, Godwin, Corey Bello, and he posted a video and it was a church service, and the pastor went up and
I saw that.
he was jumping. What makes a song gospel? Is it the person or the lyrics, or what makes a song gospel?
Basically, I think anybody can get up and do a gospel song, but from our own point of view, from our own perspective, it's all about the Spirit of God. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anybody can get up and say, oh, wow, God, when, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we know that from our own point of view, from our own standpoint, it's about the Spirit of God and that song being able to change lives, being able to impact the Spirit. You know, that's basically it really. It's about impacting the Spirit and reaching out and being able to change a man. You understand? That's, you know, like I said, anybody can just get up and sing a gospel song. But doesn't mean it's going to change your life. Doesn't mean it's going to impact you.
I have an argument.
Yeah,
Some secular songs can actually impact you.
The thing is,
But it can't
I Believe I Can Fly, R. Kelly.
no.
Definitely. Some people are inspired to do stuff.
You see, but we are talking about the spirit man. We're not talking about just being inspired in your mind to get up and do something. No, I'm talking about changing your spirit.
What about You Changed Me?
He's
He's not a gospel artist.
Yeah.
But he sang You Changed Me.
You saved me.
You saved me,
Yeah.
pardon me.
You know,
You saved me.
Yeah.
He lives in you.
Kelly is a special case study.
Yeah, exactly.
Using R. Kelly is problematic because it's been very...
Yeah.
Everyone's confused. What are you
Yeah.
about?
What are
man?
you
Like,
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see him at, what's this, 60 now or something, 50 something now, you're dressing all gold. He's back to doing his thing. But I think what Divine said is definitely like very true. You can have a normal song, just like anyone can dress up and say, I'm Nigerian, and you wouldn't even know from outside. But there's just certain intrinsic features of a gospel song. Sometimes it pierces beyond, like, let me not get too biblical. It pierces just beyond
the mindset.
Dancing and feeling good.
And feeling good and feeling like, oh, today I can make it. But you see, there is a spirit behind every song.
There's a spirit
no
behind
matter
every song.
how, no matter how the song is, there's a spirit behind every song. And because there is a spirit, there's something we say, deep calleth unto deep. Because it's spiritual, you will know. You will know that it's more than just, I'm getting up today and I'm feeling all right.
Okay.
But what about when there is a challenge and it goes beyond, I believe I can fly? And you know that at that point in time, you don't believe you can fly. It goes beyond that. And then maybe then you pick up a song that is, in my mind.
There's something Frank always says. Is that people know when they need gospel songs.
Yes.
Everyone knows when they need when
Yes.
they're in trouble.
Yes.
You know you're not going to go playing. You're not going to play Godwin when there's a trouble. You know that sometimes things are so serious, and you won't take Godwin too seriously. So you're just going to go and you're going to find that one song that will get you in that mood, that prayer mood. So I think people, like she said, deep calleth unto deep. You would know from inside you definitely what you need when it's that time.
Okay, but then, let me take you on this now. Growing up, there's this particular, yes, it was Kirk Franklin, and I was passing by a club, and then I heard a song. It was a normal club night, and everybody went, do you want a revolution? You know, and it was, Kirk Franklin is as spiritual as it gets. Right? Yeah. We all agree, it's not an R. Kelly case, right? Okay, we have agreed on that.
Definitely.
Now, as at that time, I felt some chagrin and dismay. I was like, how can we play the gospel song in a club? What's that? But then, growing up, I felt like that is where gospel songs need to go to, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, but then you tend to have gospel artists. I've said this before. You look at songs and you're thinking, okay, there's this particular group. What's their name now? That came up with this I Kumole. Yeah. Now, this particular song went into clubs. And I'm thinking that if more gospel artists started thinking about not just church type of songs, but then songs that could go into the secular atmosphere, wouldn't they have more impact?
I was saying this. I was talking to, I think last week or 2 weeks ago on a tour in Nosa, and he was with there, and he was saying, we're talking about this, and he said, you're first of all a musician, you're a Christian, your person is Christian or gospel, that's who you are, and then your music is different, you're a musician. So when they ask you, what are you? I'm a musician, but then the content of my music has gospel in it. So like I said, we're bringing the kind of music that you don't want to play on a Sunday morning alone. You will play on a Wednesday afternoon show on radio, and you wouldn't even notice.
Exactly.
Initially, I remember when I dropped my first single, that song was so full of my experience and very gospel. I said it as though I was talking to God in prayer. And when I finished recording that song, and that's when I noticed, and it dropped, and it was crazy, and I noticed that people were like, is this a gospel song? I had to literally go and put up the lyrics and say, please look at the lyrics. And so you don't know I'm not trying to be. It sounded very normal what you hear every day, but the lyrics just had to make it look, the lyrics were where the depth were.
Okay.
So you can have the sound being catchy and then the lyrics are deep. So if we focused on not just making songs for inside the church, what's the point of preaching to the choir alone when Jesus said, go to the whole world?
Exactly.
Sometimes with our sound, we've put like a fence around what we want to do.
Like, so the gospel, the Christian, I feel like sometimes we put ourselves in a box.
Okay.
And we can, I think, be our worst critics.
Yeah.
You come out with a song and like, are you sure?
Are you sure this is
Are you sure she's really a Christian?
You're doing it because of what other people will say.
Yeah.
Okay, now your own career, how has the career of a Divine been so far? How has acceptance been from the public, your fans? How's your career been so far?
Oh, I think it's been amazing. It's been an interesting journey. It's also been challenging as well. We have our challenges, of course, especially as an upcoming act. You're trying to get...
Are you upcoming?
You're there. You're there already.
No, actually, she's like one of the first few people that would call themselves upcoming. Because artists come up and like, I'm not upcoming. And I remember Alibaba said something, he said, look, the moment you bring somebody up, that's when you're no longer upcoming. But then I like the fact that you can understand, say, okay, I'm upcoming.
I like that quote, by the way.
Yeah.
When you bring someone up.
Yeah, you're the first time someone comes and say, I'm upcoming.
belongs to the
So if you call an artist is upcoming, like, who? Me and Nkay upcoming. Okay. Okay, so go on.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, especially as an upcoming act, you're trying to get your music out there, online, on the radio and all that, and you meet all these different challenges. But at the same time, because it's your passion and it's what you love to do, you just keep pushing.
Definitely.
And of course, by the Spirit of God, by the grace of God, just keep moving, yeah.
Has it been financially viable? Because before I go there, we're talking about Corey Bello. Most of these artists started out in church. You understand? And then started, just went, and then as it progressed, look, man, I'll make some more money out there.
Yeah.
Has it been financially viable as a gospel artist?
I'll first of all have to say everybody has their vision for where they want to go in life, so you know where you want to go.
But you have to pay the bills.
Well, you've got to pay the bills as well. So you know where you want to go, and you can't say I'm a Christian and then the money is just going to come from nowhere. But don't also forget the fact that God is able to make all grace abound. So if you play your cards right, if you make sure you balance out what you have to do, sometimes you have to be working to do something else and you're funding the music. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be, you have to just make moves. Just make moves and make sure that I have to do something to make sure this works. Like, it is definitely challenging financially, because if you want to put out the quality of music we put out and make sure it's at the front scene, you definitely have to promote that kind of song.
Yes.
You definitely have to take it to places where you know it will be taken, and then those places are not free.
And life is a gradual process. It's step by step.
Yeah.
At a point you were in primary school, secondary school, university, you came out, you were looking for a job, things were a bit hard, and boom, you got a job.
Yeah.
You didn't get the salary you thought you would earn, and then, like that. So it's like that. It's like a baby, It's gradual steps, I know a lot of people tend to leave gospel music for secular music because they feel like, but you know what? It's not even everybody that lives off music in the secular industry. It's not everybody that can proudly say, my music is what is taking me that is giving me money. They all have their side hustle, doing one thing or the other, just to keep things together and promote their music.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're not based in Nigeria now?
What?
You just came back. You're not based in Nigeria, are you? So why you come?
I'm Nigerian.
No, let me speak pidgin English. Where did carry you come?
I'm Nigerian.
So why are you here?
I just finished.
Even Wale. Wale is coming back. Wale.
Everybody the wrong come back.
So what brought you back?
But I just finished school.
Okay.
So I'm going to do my master's. Like, I already had a mission to go back, but I thought my music is making sense. So let me just take out a year, gap year, and just work on stuff for a year. So,
but a lot of people do it out there. They do it there, then they come here, and a lot of Nigerians appreciate people abroad that come back. They're already making it there, then you come back and you're like a big boy.
No, when I started, I was in my final year.
Okay.
I was in my final year when I started doing music. So it was a lot of, I didn't even expect the kind of buzz that came out from it. So I was like, But the thing about it is that I prefer recording under like Frank Edwards' tutelage, because he's something else. So I just needed to be under that environment where, so I thought, let me not stay here. I'm not there yet with the direction. Let me stay where I'll be and guided for a while and just record a lot as much as possible until I have to go back. But I'm Nigerian. I just only went to school.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you guys,
but-
do you have a song that I can play on a Friday night in a club? Do you have a song like that? Because then you were talking about Frank Edwards. I can remember the song "You Two They Bless Me." It went places and all
Yeah.
that. That's a style of music that people want to accept. But then, do you have the kind of song that you could play in a club on a Friday night?
I wouldn't necessarily want it to be played in a club.
Why would you want it?
Why?
Why?
Can I tell you why?
Okay, why? Go ahead.
Why? Let me attack you now.
Okay.
Since we're family.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's hard to be in a club and want to. The only reason why you want to listen to my song in the club is to listen to it later. But while you're in the club, your head is not going to what I'm talking about. You're thinking about that babe. You're seeing one babe like, oh, that
don't
babe.
judge. Some people get converted anyway.
Let me tell you,
let me go on.
Can I
Let me
say
go.
something?
Let me go.
I've been in a scenario where we went to perform at, it was like a peace concert. We had to be sort of like in a backstage. It was like a club scenario in, I think that was Imo State, I can't remember. And I was like, God, I've not been in this kind of place before. You can't focus on, everyone's sitting down, they're just looking at who's going to make the next move. One girl is waiting for one boy to make a move on her so she can make some quick cash that night. So it's hard to really focus on, this gospel song. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How about you? Would you?
What? On a radio show on a Wednesday afternoon, where your mind is straight and is not thinking of that the night after. So you can get a clearer message of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but you know what I think he's talking about? I think he's talking about the kind of song that can get people dancing, even though the words
Is that what you mean?
Is that what you mean?
No, okay, now my point is people I'll normally say there's a statement, what would Jesus do? Now some people have forgotten that at one particular point he used a whip and drove people out of the temple.
He had
My
to
point
get
is that-
violent.
Exactly. Where would he be if he was here? His friends were tax collectors. There were people in the revenue, what we call them today. He was in the clubs. He was with Martha, Mary. You understand? These were prostitutes. Where would he be if he was to sing? If he was to sing in those days, where would he be singing?
Let's not forget he was not a musician. So there's a bit of demarcation between preaching and singing. I'm not a pastor, so you don't expect me to quote John on my songs.
Okay, I don't have so much time, but we have to do this now. I really wish next time I hope to have you guys later on. But then I have a face here. There's a face I have on my picture here. Now, I'll give you clues. Clues, and then as fast as you can, you're going to tell me the face of the person I have here.
Okay.
Okay, a gospel artist.
Powerful gospel
Of
artist.
international repute. So whenever you get, just okay. It's a she. She was born on October 13th, 1938.
My birthday mate.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Yes. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Not the year, just the date.
Oh, just the date. I know. She
Okay.
has won 11 Grammy Awards.
Okay, I think I know who it is.
Carry on.
I have no clue.
88.
88.
Carry on.
7 Dove Awards.
Dove Awards.
I don't want to give this one. You most probably will know it if I give this one. Let me go to other harder
Cream
ones.
of balance. She's actually sticking on 88.
Okay, she has 13 Stella Awards.
No, he said 38, 1938.
Yeah, 1938. So she's not young.
She's not young.
She's a very mature
13
woman.
Stella Awards, 18 Doves, 1 RAA Gold certification. She's not Nigerian, of course.
Yeah,
She's not Nigerian. Right?
She
How
has a
many
very
chances have you
strong
got?
voice.
Huh?
How many chances have you
No,
got?
you carry
No,
on.
just carry on.
until
Just carry on until you get it. Just
She has
tell
a
me.
very strong
She-
voice.
She has sold 2.2 million
No.
albums since
white
1991.
or
That's a
black?
giveaway. No.
Okay. She's black.
She's a child of God.
Erica Campbell.
No. You try. And she has performed for George Bush.
There's a name that keeps coming to my mind.
What's
There's
the
a name from the Roman Empire.
She is known as the first lady
Shirley
of gospel
Caesar.
music.
I think the Roman Empire was a giveaway.
Yes, when you said it,
nice like that.
No.
And then you said,
Jerry, shouldn't be
that
taking
was
up
nice.
this. Yeah, you got it.
Go.
You got it. She's calm. Yeah, they got it. But you should not be asking these questions next time. You should be asking.
Come on, you have to be nice to the lady. She's pretty. It's
It's
nice.
great to have you on the show.
you.
Whenever I'm asking these questions, I would. You say you need a duct tape for Jairus' mouth. She gives it away, man. What's that?
on, you
Great to have you guys on the
commenting
show.
that.
I had a nice
Amazing
time
time
talking
on
to
the
you.
show.
All right, so that's
You guys are so much fun.
All right, so we've had Divine and Emmanuel in the house. Urban, well, I would say not your regular kind of gospel artist.
Yeah.
How did they get to you? Social media. How do people get in contact with you?
Well, I have a website. It's
Okay.
www.divineukaogo.com. That's ukaogo, UKAOGO.com.
Wow, you see it like Eloise said. And you?
Twitter,
Yeah.
the name is Nkay.
The name is-
TheNameIsNK.
What part of Nigeria are you from?
This is the problem.
Carry on. Carry
Don't say
on.
that. What part of
I thought
Nigeria
it was Igbo, Nkechi, but he said no, that's
Where are you
something else.
from?
I'm actually from Akwa Ibom.
Hey, brothers.
Who told you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, so that has been the breakfast show. Great to have you. See you on the morrow.